online head-to-head matches for the first time.
On my grind, New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take no steps. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know. Hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback.
This is my first Madden videos. Hope you guys like this.
What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beats, leave it in the street.
We'll probably be playing 2 games and then we'll stop.
My shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
15-1. 15-1.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end fan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Locke trying again after the pick 6. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. For Carlos Hyde. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And before the second down timeout, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And from the 25, they work this to...
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Gain of 4.
Go! And two stop. Get ready. Ready.
They fake the handoff, now Locke.
Oh, let's go!
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much
Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 51 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
Here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
80 weapon.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, seam 6.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Locke off of play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
This guy's not playing it.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A first down carry now for Miller. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Tremendous block.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That was terrible.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense...
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
To the 27-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Bad.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw it is Locke.
Oh, he's doing some Hail Mary.
Deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Locke will try again on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Locke now to throw. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This dude needs to leave. It's 28-0.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. There goes a deep ball, and this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, 34 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
His first kickoff.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
All right, finally a pass play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well.
It's a foot race.
This is terrible.
Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 72 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. This is the tight end Fant. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Block now on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it go deep for the ends. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibb.
Finally. Hurry up. This guy.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Like now. Oh my gosh.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good size lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Texans 42. Broncos 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Ice, look at the score.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
His defense is bad.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Here we go. Check 3, check 3. Switch. Check 26, check 26. Pick that.
Here's Watson. And a little floater there is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Mike 45. Hey, here we go. Hatchet. Hold the look.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go.
26.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. It's Miller, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Yeah, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Now it's Watson, flush to his right. He's going to run, but I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, 59.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They try again with Hyde. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one. Knock it.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Fairbairn now to... And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Any return to get you to midfield.
I'm just gonna waste time. Or just students leave. Please leave. Deshaun Watson is so good. It's unbelievable. Finally, he left. Oh, thank you.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you.
I'll be texting.
Right. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner's side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, down the tide? You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league, more value, but they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab if you can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get
On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson forced out to his left. He finds his target, Fuller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He's going to take off with it. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Elliott running right. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Check 41. Let's go, defense.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, really 1 and 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A first down carry by Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
7 yards there and a first down.
Hey, tight down. There you go. 36. Watch quick. Watch 23.
On first down, Elliott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Let's go. Let's do it.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown.
Comment down below if you should make Superstar KO next.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And Forbath will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Oh, I could have scored that.
Let's
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at the 3. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. Get back on track.
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And just a quick hitch route there, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They go to Elliott again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. There he goes, right side. And he will have a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And they're able to get this one in there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. On first down, Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that
play. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Angelo Blackson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now this is fielded in the end zone. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Texans will take over at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. On first down, Watson.
Let's go, DeAndre.
He finds Hopkins complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 47 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Again, it's Miller. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3, eluding the pressure right.
Dude,
it's complete to Hopkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now it's Watson. Steps away. Going deep here for... It's caught inside. Touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Yes!
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. They keep it with Miller on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 23-yard run. And the Texans push further out in front. That's how you try. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 30, 10, 5, and can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return.
He still can't win there.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game.
Deshaun Watson was on fire.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
And
they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
All right. That's it. Peace.